Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a gold turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. College football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cardinals offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
The Cardinals will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp, You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The give on the inside. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry up. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch.
Touchdown, Hurricane! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll throw it on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It's a draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas handled this business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Canes send out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Savage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on third and short. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. And he steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami!
I love this tight end because Manning's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Working the middle, it's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback gets past the marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time.
He uncorks one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 16, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback fan. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On second down, looking again to throw. Slides away. Still on his feet at the 45. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Looking to pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going to pass on second down. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nice job by the defense, staying getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Makes the grab down the middle. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now, 4th and 8.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. To have gotten to this point, it's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Power football with the run. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Oh, he makes a catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He finds his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He makes the grab. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. on second down. He's looking downfield. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires deep on the run. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll go to the air. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Coming after it. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Toss to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness